Hi there, it's Alexa with the Break Into Travel Writing Podcast, and I've got my husband Todd Meisler next to me.
Hello again.
Today we are going to be talking about the world of Reddit.
Yes, the awesome news sharing site.
Now, Reddit is one of Todd's very favorite methods, right? You love using Reddit to drive traffic to your client sites.
I do because the quality of the users on Reddit, people that are reading the content, is really high quality, and you can find the best content on Reddit.
And this was interesting to me because I just learned this today when I was doing some research that as of 2017, Reddit has 542 million users and it's ranked number 7 most visited website in the US and 22 in the world. That's above LinkedIn,
And Pinterest.
above Pinterest, above Flipboard, above StumbleUpon, and Tumblr. I mean,
It's an awesome site. It's been around for a while, and it's kind of like one of those things that's been, people used to use a lot, and then there's so many websites out there, things change. So much social media accounts popped up, and people started using more social media. But this is really a great news aggregator.
yeah. And if you are one of the people out there that you're thinking Reddit, I've heard of it.
What the hell's a Reddit?
What is Reddit? Some of you may have heard of it. Some of you may have never heard of Reddit. And if you haven't, this is a great resource, and I will have a link to this. But this is actually a thread within Reddit about what is Reddit. And it really goes through all the different answers. And it's a great example of why Reddit is so amazing. And as you see, as you go through,
There's a lot of engagement on Reddit.
there's a lot of engagement. You're also going to see, and this is something that I think that you're going to notice pretty quickly. Reddit's not the prettiest bookmarking site out there.
No, well, there's these types of sites are used for more of their content rather than their beauty. It's kind of like Craigslist. It's not the most beautiful site, but it's functional.
Mm-hmm. So should we talk just for a moment about why you like Reddit so much?
We can, or we can go through that as we go through the
Okay.
login and everything. But essentially, I like it because, like I said, of the high quality articles that are on it when I do research. When I do comparative analysis of my articles versus other articles that have already been put out there and posted. It gives me a great ideas for titles of articles, for content, for what's popular and what's not, and how much people are really interested in specific content.
Okay. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is
Create an account.
Create an account and log in. So I've already created an account, so I'm just going to log in. If you have not created an account, you're just going to go right up here and you're going to sign up. Super simple. And because I have already signed up, I'm going to log in. And where should we start? Should we start with how to do a search?
Why don't you, within Reddit, there are what are called subreddits, okay? And these are categories that are niche-oriented and focused. And so what would be a good first step is to do a search for some specific topics that would be related to your content on your website. So let's do a travel to India focus.
What about Aruba? I just did a whole bunch of articles on Aruba.
Travel to wherever you like.
Let's travel to Aruba.
Okay. So you do a search for Aruba, you can see which subreddits are already created. And you can actually create your own subreddit, but you need to become familiar with how Reddit works and get in there and kind of do some work before you go ahead and create your own subreddit. There's certain etiquette in here that is important to understand. But what comes up are the most popular subreddits when you do a search for a specific keyword. And what you can see is we've got just Aruba, which is very general and probably covers a variety of things of different locations all over Aruba and different topics. Then we've got Welcome to Aruba Networks. I don't know what you just clicked on, but
next, I was just going to see what else was there.
I mean, it's just a variety of focused categories and subreddits regarding Aruba.
So because I did visit Aruba recently and I did write several articles and I have more coming out, it would behoove me to subscribe, right?
It depends. You got to look at the subreddits and see what they're about. Some of them are about recipes, for cooking. Some of them are about traveling to the beaches in Aruba. So you got to see what's in there and see what other people are posting in there, and make sure that their policy is not set up to where you may have a problem if you submitted some content.
Okay, so that brings us to the point that most subreddits have rules.
Right. It's really important to understand the etiquette in Reddit. You don't want to just go in and start posting your articles. You really want to go in and poke around, look at some other content and other articles that are interesting to you, share them, like them, upvote them, downvote them. If you look at the arrows on the left that are going up and down, you can upvote and downvote specific pieces of content in Reddit. And that's what people do in there. If they like it, they upvote it. You need to do some of this with other content on Reddit. You can't just start a Reddit account and start putting your stuff up there.
Okay.
It's just not going to work with the algorithm that they have. You need to be active on it and do some research on it and use it for yourself a little bit.
Pardon me.
But after a day or two of letting it sit, and doing a few things on it, then you can post an article or two and maybe repost a couple other articles of your friends' content, and help them.
Okay.
What was the point of what we were talking about there? I forget. I'm just going on.
You're so excited about Reddit.
I am. It's early in the morning. So.
Okay. So the other thing is, so we would just did a search for Aruba. We could go much more general, and we could just
more general. Oh, much more general.
Much
okay.
more
Just
general.
Travel, right?
Yeah, and search and travel.
Right, but the people that are going to be in travel, it dilutes the amount of focus.
Mm-hmm.
That people that are going to be in that subreddit are going to have. So I would recommend, travel's great, but you want to look through some of these subreddits and see what other people are posting and make sure that you're not going to post something that's totally out of line.
Okay, so what if we did the Caribbean? So that would be sexy girls from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would probably want to subscribe to Caribbean Travel.
Well,
you might want to
take a look
subscribe
at it
to
first. Click on
sexy girls from the Caribbean.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, let's do that. No, Caribbean Travel. Click on it.
So I'm going
And
to
take a look at what's posted in this particular subreddit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like people are posting articles. Let's click on one of the articles and see what we get.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you can see this takes us to a website where an article was posted. So this gives you a very high quality backlink to your website and to your content. This is one of the major benefits of Reddit. And every time someone comments on your post in Reddit, you get another backlink within Reddit going back to your website. So some of these articles that you post, if they get shared a lot and commented a few times, you can end up with 5, 10, 15 backlinks from that particular one article going to your website, and that's extremely powerful.
Okay. And so they don't seem to have rules in this one.
Well, you look at the content, really. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to look at the rules, but you look at the content. It looks like people are posting different things about different types of travel to this area, right?
So if I want to give basically a thumbs up, I think it's, oh, I can't vote.
It's an archived post. It's too old, probably.
Oh, it's too old.
So go to or it's archived, maybe that.
This is from 4 months ago, so let's see. Okay, so see how that just turned to a 3. Basically, that's what's called karma in Reddit, right? Like essentially giving it a thumbs up or saying I like it.
Well, it's
an arrow
upvoting
up.
or downvoting, and by doing that, the article and your account gets more karma.
Okay, and so let's get into
You want to
because
just do a post or
well,
Where you
let's
going?
talk about that. Let's say somebody just joined Reddit
Mhm.
and they want to go in and throw in a post right
Well,
away?
remember what I said. You need to be active in Reddit. You need to search other articles that are interesting to you and comment on them, upvote them, downvote them if you think they're no good. And then when it's appropriate, ask questions or comment with expecting that other people are going to chime in, because people
Okay.
get real opinionated on this website. Keep that in mind.
So let's just for one quick second look here. So there's comment, share, save, hide, and report. And
Right.
so that's where you engage with each of these
These posts, yeah.
these posts.
And so if you comment, you're commenting on that post. You share it, you're
Mhm.
sharing it on your Reddit account. If you save it, you're saving it to your Reddit account. If you hide it, you're not going to see it. And if you report it, it's going to get reported to Reddit.
Okay. And so I have been on Reddit for a little while, but I just joined this Caribbean subreddit.
Okay.
would it be wise for me to post a link in this subreddit, or should I post in a subreddit that I've been a part of for a little while?
Probably the latter. Yeah. I mean, you
Okay.
want to post in something that you just joined is not always the best thing to do. It's not going to be that frowned upon, but you want to engage in the subreddit a little bit.
So just like any other social platform, I mean,
It's got an etiquette, right?
there is a definite etiquette to Reddit, and the users here are very interested in research. They're very interested in
They're looking
actually
for the top content on the
Yeah.
subject. Yeah.
right. And so, speaking of that, this is a great platform for any of you. You're all travelers. Next time you're about to go somewhere, this is one of the best websites you can use to research anything about a
Where-
location you're about to go to.
Mhm.
So I guess I should go, okay, so here are my subreddits. If I go down here to travel, and
You can see that some of those articles have been upvoted thousands of times.
yeah, you can also see there's 319,000 travelers. There are over 500 people here right now. I love that they tell you how many people are actually within the
actual-
subreddit,
yeah,
because you can decide
it's very active.
if you go to a subreddit that doesn't have as many subscribers and there's nobody there, you might want to wait to share your link until there's a time where there's other people hanging out.
Sure.
So now we have the choice. We could submit a new link or submit a new text post.
Yeah, text post is going to be limited in terms of what you can put in. What we normally use is the submit a new link button,
Okay.
because it gives you the opportunity to put the link in and a little bit more information about the content.
Okay, so we're going to submit a new link.
Okay.
And here are the guidelines.
To submit to travel. Some of these larger subreddits have policies that are very strict, and some of them are really open to new content being posted. So if you come to this page and they have a policy and a guidelines thing, they probably get a lot of different stuff in this particular category in Reddit or subreddit. And let me see how many times we can say Reddit in this 15 minutes.
Oh, this could be like a drinking game, you guys. So every time we say Reddit, no, just kidding.
No, I mean, you won't see the guidelines pop up like this on every subreddit. So in this case here, they've programmed it so that you can see this right away, and it's right at the top and everything, and it stands out a lot. And so they've made an effort to show you the policy. You won't see that on every subreddit though. So you go in, you put the URL to your article or whatever you're posting, you put the title in. You put the actual, it automatically populates with the correct title from your title meta tag, and then the actual title that you use in here, you can make a longer description. If you look in a lot of the categories, you'll see that the descriptions are much longer. They kind of pull you in and tell you half the story, so that you want to click on it and kind of click through to the content. So there's a strategy to writing titles in Reddit as well.
So what do you think about that?
I
wouldn't say here. I'd say, what about that?
14 tips to vacation in Aruba on a budget, and I think we have more space there. Let's do a space hyphen and then something else there. What else can we add to this here? Let's see here.
Let's see.
Beaches, hotels.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Kind of give us more of an idea what we're being led to
Hotels, tours,
and tons of things to do or something.
tons of fun things to do. Cheaply?
Not cheaply.
No.
On a budget.
Again?
Oh wait, it's already in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, just fun things to do, period.
Okay.
Right. Now, have you already been a member of Travel?
Yeah.
Okay, you have. And then the guidelines are fairly open to new links in here. So
again, here are the submission guidelines, rules.
yeah, you just want to understand where you're posting. This is the bottom line here. This isn't like a huge thing you got to get into, but you need to understand where
It's
you're
like,
posting.
if you think about it this way, when you join a new Facebook group and you join and you go in and there's those people that just throw in a link to their website, and they don't read the rules. They don't even take 5 minutes to check to see what kind of content or questions or what's happening in that Facebook group.
Right.
It's the same thing here. You have to just learn a little bit more about the culture of this platform.
I agree. Okay. So now you have a post in there. You click the button and submitted it. It submitted that post to that subreddit, and now you have, if you go to your, if you click on your name there, Alexa52, I believe it shows you all of your things that you've been into the top, and the one at the top is the one you just did.
Okay, cool.
So there you go. So now you've got on your Reddit account, you've posted this article, and now people in that category will hopefully see it, upvote it, and maybe it'll go viral, maybe it won't.
Okay, so this is,
just so you know, getting on the first page of Reddit is really, really difficult. There's huge amount of content on Reddit, but on the first page of Reddit, it's very difficult to get there. Usually there's thousands of people that have upvoted, tens of thousands on some of these articles, and these people have been posting in here for years. So don't expect to get on the first page of Reddit, but what you can do is get on the first page of your subreddit.
That's a really good point. And again, the more you're in here, the more you're in here, the more that you play around, the more you're going to understand the platform. And be aware, when you do post here, people are here to learn, to research, so expect comments.
And opinions.
And you know what? It's also a great learning tool because you might get comments that actually can help you update an article. Let's say you post like the 12 best
hurts
things.
Sometimes. Comments hurt sometimes. You know? but they're actually constructive criticism in most cases. Some people troll on Reddit just to make trouble. You can get rid of those people from your commenting. But the reality is you really want people to tell you what's wrong about your content or what could be improved upon it, because it makes you a better writer.
And I think it's important to not only submit new links to your website, submit a text post. Ask a question. If you're about to go to Spain and you've never been to Barcelona, let's say, that's the time to submit a text post. Ask your questions. Get a bunch of great information. You could probably write an article just based on input you get back from Reddit, from a Reddit thread.
If you've got enough people that are seeing it and you're getting commenting, yes. As a new user, you're not going to see that much commenting until you get like 5-10 articles up, and you're also active in Reddit a little bit. So, but it will help with the SEO. It will help with traffic to your website. It's a huge benefit to be on this platform.
Before we go, I want to ask you one more question, because besides the research value and the type of user that you're, why do you like this better than StumbleUpon or Flipboard or some of these other
Well, it really comes down to where is everyone? Where are the people? Is usually what you want to know, right? And Flipboard is a fairly newer website as compared to Reddit, and we've got an opportunity to reach more people in a more focused and a more quality approach, in my view. So the people that are on here are really looking for the content. People that are looking through Flipboard or StumbleUpon, I'm not sure. They might just be kind of poking around and looking for something interesting. People go to this website to search for the top content.
Okay, but I think there's another reason. I was trying to steer you in a certain direction. Time on site.
Well, yeah, time on site is obviously a huge factor. If you look at time on site with StumbleUpon links, when you see people, traffic coming to your website from StumbleUpon, you're looking at 13, 20, 50 seconds, 30 seconds.
Oh, maybe even less, sometimes 3 seconds.
Right. And so when you look at the Reddit analytics on your articles that you post on Reddit, you'll find that the average time on site is probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes. That's a huge factor.
That is a huge factor. Do you see, like with the clients that you're working with, do you see that they click through to another page, or do they usually go to that one page?
Well, actually, they read the whole article first, and they actually engage by commenting, and then I find that the traffic from there then goes to other content on your website.
Okay. Well, thank you, Todd.
Yeah. Did you want my bullet points for a couple of tips, or do you want to just think we got enough here?
Well, if you've got bullet points, let's do it.
Yeah, let me just bust through these. So when you're in Reddit, and I think that's the 57th time we said Reddit.
Okay. Everyone's drunk by now.
Yeah. These things are really important, okay? Make sure your titles are strong and descriptive, and that they tell half the story, so that you lead them into your article. Use great images. If you're going to use an image, always use great images, obviously, but try to do the same on Reddit if you use image. Research your subreddits, because don't just go in and start posting. Before you post, let your account age a little bit and do some other stuff in there. These are the main points that I wanted to bring up. And look at the titles of some other submissions in the top content that you find, and write down those titles and try to create a system for writing great titles for your content. Because you can customize them beyond what they are on your website and Reddit. You can make them longer. Okay. Monitor your posts and make sure your positions are clear to you, so you know if people are upvoting you or commenting, and then you can comment back. And remember that every post that you put up on Reddit creates a backlink to your website, which is huge because they're a high domain authority. And that every time someone shares or actually comments on your article, that creates an additional backlink from that article to your website. So it's a big benefit and a huge SEO factor.
We hope you guys got a ton of information from this lesson. If you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we hope you enjoy the world of Reddit.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.